It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. He'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 9.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 19. 31. Watch the end.
They'll run with a big back. A.J. Dillon. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Always so many storylines when you're playing January football. And, Charles, you talk about this offense, their head coach, it's his first time in charge in the playoffs. And I think you and I were both kind of surprised by his demeanor and specifically his comments and his confidence at the press conference where he really all but guaranteed a victory.
Yeah, I was a little bit taken aback because you don't normally see that. And on one hand, it's like, all right, cool. He feels great about his team. But on the other hand, I don't think it's in his best interest to do that. How many playoff games has he won again, Brandon?
None.
So there's your answer right there. I guess what he was trying to do was fire up his team, but he has to make sure he doesn't fire up the other guys because there have been a lot of coaches who've made guarantees that are no longer coaching in this league.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one is right down Broadway. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now back to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 30. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for the Steeler touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And he will find his man Ruggs.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
Able to power through. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Second and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
And the Browns' 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be a 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Akers.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal.
Here's Akers. They try and run. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the 1st.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Akers. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Cam Akers. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now the try here for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Steelers 10, Browns 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Dillon now off the option. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jordan Brooks gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. He's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Steps away to his left. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down now, Preston. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Forced out to his left, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. The kick by Bass is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Oh, look at that hurdle, and now some room to run. There he goes left side. 20, 10, 5, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they grabbed the lead just before half with a clock reading 0-0-0.
How about snatching things right at the end and grabbing a little bit of control? What a great way to go into the locker room. It's similar to a boxer flurrying in the last 30 seconds of a round and stealing the round. Great job.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms to find out who advances to the divisional round. Let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
He's got him in, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Henry Ruggs. 75 yards, and the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks, and I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
To the right side, this is Dillon. Shoves him away. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 124 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On second down, Preston. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Akers.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, this from 53.
The kick by Bass is good.
And with that, they take the lead here 20-17.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On second down, Dillon.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
17.
They run once more with Dillon.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
They'll run for it with Dillon.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Rolling to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Albert O there to make the grab. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Bass on for the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Browns 27, Steelers 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And you get a look at the final readout on air distance according to Next Gen Stats.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
144 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Dillon.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Dillon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. From the 5, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Dillon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A.J. Dillon, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
36-yard line. A pickup of 2 yards. 1st down, Cleveland.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
That's taken in by Knox.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
At the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Henry Ruggs with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So Tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off right around the 43. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The Browns going to roll on as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching.